This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello, welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 242. My name's Adam Patterson. Joining me today, we got Kevin Rakestraw. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing all right.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Pretty good.
Awesome. What movie did we have you watch this week?
Swept away.
Swept Away. This is from 2002. This is written and directed by Guy Ritchie. Picked this in honor of King Arthur coming out this week. What's the full title? It's called like King Arthur and something with a sword. King Arthur's...
I hope that it's just called King Arthur something with a sword.
It's called King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
That's not as good as the title of Something with a Sword.
I agree. I have a synopsis here. A snooty socialite is stranded on a Mediterranean island with a communist sailor. It stars Madonna. Ryan, tell us a little bit about Swept Away.
Well, at the beginning, there's a pretty girl that is rich, and she's worth a lot. And she's just all around evil. Like, she has a big head, and she basically thinks the world revolves around her. And her and her husband and two other couples get on this boat from Greece, and the whole time when she's getting on the boat, she's complaining about how there are enough crew members, and the boat's not big enough, the boat's not fancy enough, and then when she gets on the boat, all she does is complain about how the food's not good enough, and that's bad, and the cooks all try this food, this shit is bad, and the cooks all find it okay, but it just points out that she likes to complain about everything. Well, anyway, not quite halfway through the movie, she goes out on this little dinghy with one of the guys in the boat. I forget if they're looking for some land to do something. Anyway, so not important. She gets to this dinghy, and the thing is running. And all of a sudden, the motor just turns off. It doesn't sputter. It doesn't do anything. It just shuts off. And her and this guy are out stranded in the middle of nowhere in the sea. And a few days go by. Eventually, they float to a private island on a desert island. And they wake up, and as soon as they see the island, they paddle towards it and land there. And eventually, the roles are switched, and it turns into the main guy being the main guy and being the king of the castle, and Madonna being not the king of the castle. Eventually, they fall in love, and they get rescued, and she sends the guy money, and he thinks that it's a hush-hush bribe, and it's not. He buys a ring, and he goes back to meet her in this hotel they're staying at. And when he goes back to meet her, finds her in a helicopter, and she's flying away as he's running into the area to meet her, and that's how it all ends.
Did they live happily ever after?
I think he left pissed off ever after. Because we're unfulfilled ever after.
All right, so what'd you think?
What's that gun? I mean, I laughed a few times, but
Mhm.
I don't think I'd laugh again at the same thing. They were like a once and done thing.
All right, so
One done.
laughter
Feel like-
once over. We give it one laugh.
Yeah,
But if you
So-
were to watch it again, there would be no laughs.
correct.
Do you think there might be laughs in new places though? If you watched it again?
Maybe on stuff I missed.
Okay. Maybe with the stuff that you missed while you were laughing the first time.
I suppose, yeah.
Anything's possible.
I still laugh because Madonna, eventually when the roles get switched, this guy treats her like shit, and she has to taste of her own medicine. I love that.
No, not so snooty anymore, is she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this movie sounds awful to me. I don't know.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought, when we get to the point where Adam's like, what do you think? Usually there's a lot of vitriol. You can, you know what I mean? You can feel the hate coming from Ryan.
Yeah.
And that's what I was expecting with this one. But it was kind of just a soft, I didn't like it. It's a bit surprising.
It is.
I don't know. It probably should. I probably should say it was fucking terrible. Because it probably wasn't good.
Well, if you liked it, that's what this show's all about, is whether or not you liked something.
Yeah, it's called Ryan Watches.
If you love Swept Away as much as I think you do,
Fucking let
then
it out.
you just say that. You say Swept Away, amazing, loved it, awesome.
Bare your soul.
I don't think I'd use the word amazing at all.
Transcendent? Would you use the word transcendent?
Nope. I think I might use the word good.
Oh,
Okay.
I was not expecting that. I'll tell you that right now.
Good one time, maybe.
One time through, it's good. After that, invalid.
So it's a Guy Ritchie movie. You know, his movies are typically very visual, very stylish. Was there a lot of that going on in this movie?
There's a lot of colors and whatnot. If that's what you mean.
Little color splash.
Sort of like everything, like on the boat and on the island, and throughout the movie, everything's just real, colorful, and alive. I guess would be the reason. I even watched this on my lesser of two TVs, and it was still pretty colorful. So,
Okay. So pretty high fidelity visuals then. That's good to hear, I guess. So this movie got a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. It should be noted probably that this is a remake of a film from, I want to say 75, maybe 1975, which I think is pretty much the exact same movie.
Pretty much. Well,
I didn't see the original or this one, so I really have no point of reference.
Lena Wertmore is the original director. Well, she's actually supposed to be really good. I haven't gotten a chance to watch her films, which is I completely forgot that she did the original, and it's just, I don't know. It's hard for me to wrap my head around Guy Ritchie remaking one of her movies.
Another kind of interesting thing is that they re-released, Kino Lorber re-released the original in theaters, and it's actually playing right now in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. I didn't know that until just before we started recording, and I was pulling up all my notes and stuff. I looked at the box office numbers, and it incorrectly says that under this one, it incorrectly says that it was re-released now. But it's not this one, it's the original one.
Wow.
Yeah.
The guy that was in the original, his son plays his father's role. In the remake.
Oh, so there's some tie-ins there. So how was Madonna in this?
actually, surprisingly good. Like, I haven't seen her on much, but for someone whose main job is not being an actress, she's pretty decent at this.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't give her an Oscar or anything, but she was alright.
That's good. I haven't seen her in many acting roles either, but I don't remember her ever being horrible in anything I've seen. I remember she was in that movie with Sean Penn. Remember that? When Sean Penn was married to her?
I don't know I'm trying to I can't think of anything that she was in.
She hasn't been in much. It's funny, like when I was looking at her filmography, I expected her to be in more, but she really hasn't been in a whole lot. What the hell was the name of that one with Sean Penn? Was it like Shanghai Surprise or something? Of course she was in Dick Tracy. That was probably one of her bigger acting roles.
Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai Nights.
Yeah.
League of Their Own. That's right.
Yeah, she was in League of Their Own. She did a good job in that.
Yeah. Vision Quest. I didn't know she was in Vision Quest.
Vision Quest.
Goddamn Vision Quest, dude. That fucking movie.
Yeah, so she's been in some stuff. Some decent stuff there. Let's talk about Guy Ritchie. Now, Ryan, I think you're probably a big fan of Guy Ritchie, no?
I am.
All right, let's run down this filmography. So, his big breakout was Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Mm-hmm.
That's from '98. Followed that up with Snatch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, talk about a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, right.
Lock, Stock, followed by Snatch. I remember when Snatch first came out, we saw it in the theater, and I was like, this guy, holy crap, he is just speaking to me.
Yeah,
this movie is incredible. I've watched it so many times.
I remember this whole time, like being like really enamored with Snatch, and then him marrying Madonna. And we couldn't wait for a new Guy Ritchie movie. And then when it was announced that he was remaking Swept Away with Madonna in the lead,
just like, what?
We're like,
oh no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because right after Snatch comes Swept Away in 2002, and it was just like, no, what is happening here? And then he followed that up with Revolver, which was one with Jason Statham, and that was bad too. It was going back to his kind of stylish crime thriller roots, but that movie was just not good at all. And then after that, it was Rock'n'Rolla, and I remember seeing Rock'n'Rolla, and I was like, all right, this is we're getting back there. Wasn't anywhere near the level of Lock, Stock, or Snatch, but I found that one to be somewhat enjoyable at least. And then he did the two Sherlock Holmes movies, the ones with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. Did either of you guys see those? Either of those?
No.
I saw the first one, which I thought was all right.
I thought the first one was pretty good. It was pretty fun. I remember feeling a little blah on the second one, feeling like it was a little bit of a letdown. And then Man from U.N.C.L.E., which came out in 2015, that was a surprise for me. I didn't expect anything. I had zero expectations going into that one, and I had a really good time with The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Did you see that one, Ryan?
That's on my list.
On your list of your watch list?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with Armie Hammer and Superman's in it.
Mm-hmm. I saw parts of this. I didn't see the whole thing.
Henry Cavill, who just turned 34 today, as of this recording.
What?
Yeah, Man from U.N.C.L.E., good time. I really enjoyed that one.
I guess that's it for Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, and then
what's his newest one? The King. He's doing the King Arthur thing.
Yeah, King Arthur.
Something with the sword.
Mm-hmm. Something with the sword.
Did he have anything to do with any of the Mission Impossible movies?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
A lot of people did those Mission Impossible movies. There were several directors. John Woo did the second one.
That's all I'm thinking of.
Good, John Woo.
Yeah.
John Woo mixed up with Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It happens.
All right. Any final thoughts on Swept Away before we give you your drum roll?
Stay away.
Stay away from Swept Away.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like you were
loving on this.
I was middle of the road.
I don't know.
And now, throughout the conversation, it dropped me even more.
I don't know, man. It sounds like you're walking this shit back.
Yeah, you're stepping it back.
I think you thoroughly enjoyed Swept Away. I think it
Look,
got to your heart. It spoke to you. It was transcendent, like you said earlier.
looking at the gross, the domestic total gross on this, $598,000, and it had a budget of $10 million.
I also remember this bombing.
Yeah,
Terribly.
this one bombed. This one bombed hard. This lost a lot of money. Because you have to think, like, there was probably at least another $10 million on top of that in marketing.
Yeah.
So this lost a bunch of money.
Elizabeth Banks is in this.
Yeah?
This is one of her first roles.
Are you telling me or asking me?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's find out real quick.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I feel like she was in stuff before that, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
yeah, she was in Wet Hot American Summer. That's probably the first thing you saw her in.
Yeah.
She was in the 2000 remake of Shaft.
She was in Spider-Man same year. Swept Away. And Catch Me If You Can. She was tearing it up. Seabiscuit after that, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
She went on a tear.
she hit the ground running.
She sure did.
You have barbecue sauce all over your face.
Thanks.
Interestingly, Matthew Vaughn produced this movie. He's the director of the Kick-Ass movies.
He also produced Lock, Stock, I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he produced Lock, Stock. He produced Snatch. He did Mean Machine, the one with Vinnie Jones, the
I like that.
soccer
that one?
movie. That was a remake too, I think.
Yeah.
Layer Cake. I remember how much I hated Layer Cake.
Oh God, I just read something. Oh wait, sorry. It just came out. A little bit of trivia that I read about King Arthur.
Oh, okay, well, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's give you a drum roll, Ryan. What do you give Swept Away?
4.
It was a pensive 4 out of 10.
I was torn. I was gonna give it a 3.
Bullshit.
I certainly wasn't going anywhere above 4.
I don't know. We're going to continue this episode, but it's under protest because I'm pretty sure that you're thinking higher than a 4.
I think so too, because you at one point you even said it was good.
Yeah.
And then you said it was kind of straight down the middle, which would sort of imply a 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was thinking a 5. That's what I was waiting for.
We're gonna give it a 5. I'm putting 5 down.
Were we overruling? Are we allowed to do that? I mean, it's his show.
No, I'm just kidding. It'll stand with whatever he wants it to be.
Are you going 3 or 4, Ryan?
I go 4.
All right.
All right. Just
Locked in.
That's it. It's locked in. 4 out of 10. So, what do you think about this King Arthur Legend of the Sword movie?
Nope.
No? It's got your boy in it?
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam?
Charlie Hunnam.
Guy Ritchie movie, directed by Guy Ritchie, stars Charlie Hunnam.
Hunnam.
Come on now.
What if I told you that it's 126 minutes?
It's a 2-hour epic.
Eric Bana?
Jude Law's in there?
That's why King Arthur is fucking awful.
What if I told you this was the first of 6?
Oh my god.
I would probably have to murder somebody.
That's as bad as those fucking Avatar movies getting
That's what I read.
8 sequels.
Like audibly, just I had to react because I get down to the trivia part that says the first installment of a planned 6-film series.
I can almost guarantee you there will not be 6 of these.
It's not gonna make it to 6.
I can, because as soon as one of them either doesn't make a ton of money or loses money, that's it.
I'm gonna guess that it's going to be King Arthur: Legend of the Sword.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
With David.
I mean, like seriously, I think Guy Ritchie's a good director, but do they have that much confidence in him with this that they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do 6 of these.
That's what I mean.
And this is a big budget. I mean, I don't know the exact budget of this, but looking at the trailer, this looks like a big movie.
Well, plus, like, I mean, who's been sitting around like, God, I can't wait for a King Arthur movie?
I know, like I feel like we've had so many King Arthur movies. Do we need
Just
another
keep
one? I
bringing-
don't know.
They just keep bringing back these.
Do we
Trying to
need
resurrect-
six? Do we need 6 more?
Yeah, that too. I mean, it's bad enough that you're gonna do one, but do we need 6?
Yeah. This has a budget of 102 million. So this is
There's no reason.
this is
for that.
blockbuster territory here. It's also PG-13, which is a little bit of a bummer. I mean, if I'm going to see a King Arthur story, I want it to be gritty and violent and dark
I mean,
and
that's-
horrific like it was back then.
It's called The Legend of the Sword. Swords, they do a lot of damage.
The only purpose of a sword is to slice people. That's the point of
Yeah.
that sword. It's to murder people. It's to dismember people.
It's the cave-in skulls. It's the cut-off arms.
Yeah.
And essentially decapitate people. Really.
So to have a PG-13 movie, I'm
What's
just
the-
not into that.
How are they gonna do that? What are they doing here?
Looks like it has 5 writing credits too, so we got that going on.
This is gonna be terrible.
I'm not too into it. The trailer was certainly flashy, maybe flashy enough to warrant a rental for me. Get the old VOD rental when it comes out, but
Yeah, I might hit up Blockbuster.
Hitting up Blockbuster when it comes out.
Yeah.
roll down to the A to Z video.
A to Z.
Looks like Guy Ritchie's also going to be doing Aladdin, so he's
Oh
Can-
man.
going to be hit.
His career's over.
I'm worried about Jon Favreau, because Jon Favreau, after he did Jungle Book, he signed on to do The Lion King.
Oh god.
So it's like, what is going on here? I mean, Favreau needs to go back to doing his small movies. Like when he did Chef, I was like, oh sweet, he's going back to the small indie comedies.
Yeah, he was just doing that to get himself back in the door.
Maybe.
Get that Jungle Book money.
Now he's doing this Lion King business. Guy Ritchie doing Aladdin. Ugh.
Is Lion King or Aladdin, are they real life movies or are
Oh,
they?
yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be live action.
They're doing live
Really?
action on all of them.
Yep. They're already talking about, I think, a Mulan live action Mulan. It's gonna be all of them.
Yep.
I mean, I would say within the next 10 years, we're going to have every single Disney animated movie is going to be live action. There's going to be a live action version. Because it's basically just them printing money. I mean, look at Beauty and the Beast. That destroyed the box office.
Making bank.
Whatever, I don't care. Any final thoughts, Ryan, on King Arthur, something with his sword, or Swept Away?
No.
All right. I think that'll do it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can send us your questions and topics to podcast@filmpulse.net. You can follow us on Twitter @FilmPulseNet, @FilmPulseKevin, and @MyLegs.Don't.Work. And if you have a minute, take a look at our Patreon page, patreon.com/FilmPulse. Consider helping us out by becoming a subscriber. For Kevin Rakeshaw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson. We will see you next week.
See you later.